Okay, good morning and welcome to my gym in my house, which was formerly the spare bedroom, but we thought we'd get a little bit more use out of it this way. If you don't know me, my name's Adam. I'm one of the coaches at Progressive Sports. If you do know me, you may be able to tell, probably not because it's not great, but I've not shaved since lockdown has begun about 6 weeks ago. Something I have been doing though is trying to keep myself in tip-top shape, exercising, going for runs, walks, bike rides, going down to the local park to throw a rugby ball around. So what we're going to do today is we are going to do a little bit of rugby, see what we can do in and around the house with not a lot of space. You can see here that we don't have a huge amount of space, but we're just going to see what we can do. We're going to break it up into 4 sections. The first one's going to be a little fun warm-up. So 3 exercises, 30 seconds on each exercise. We're going to do it once through, have a little bit of a stretch, then go through the warm-ups again. So first thing, 30 seconds of star jump. So feet together, arms down by your side, and just jump out and back in. Trying to move your arms and your legs at the same time. Great exercise, uses all the body, gets your arms moving, works your shoulders, working your legs. It's going to increase your heart rate, get yourself ready for that exercise that we're about to do. So 10 more star jumps and then we're done. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, second exercise, running with high knees. So we're going to bring our knees up nice and high as we're running. Again, working our legs. We're going to try and move our arms as well. So opposite arm to opposite legs. Really pumping those arms, knees nice and high. Again, this is working all our body. So about 10 more seconds of this and then we're done. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. So one last exercise, you need to be careful if you're tall or if you can jump really high. Just going to do jumping up and down on the spot. Hands on your hip, up, down, up, down. Really, when you land, try to land both feet together. Take your time before doing the next jump. This one's really important, especially for rugby. You need to warm up those legs, especially the lower part of the legs. That's going to, there are calves on the back, really going to help us when we're sprinting around. Okay, so about 10 more jumps, then we're done. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. So now we're going to have a stretch, make sure all those muscles are ready to use. We don't want them too tight because then that's when we get injuries. So what we're going to do, bend down, try and touch our toes, okay? If you can't and you're struggling a little bit, just bend those knees, touch your toes. When you feel comfortable, start to straighten your legs. Again, if you find it really easy, rather than having your back hunched over, try and straighten your back as well, that'll make it harder. Then we're going to bring our arms all the way up our legs, right to the top, up on our tiptoes, and reach up as high as you can. So right up to the sky. I'm touching the roof a little bit here, but if you can't, stretch up as tall as you can. We're going to go all the way down again. This time, feet nice and wide, try and touch the ground. So reach down, touch the ground, and then all the way back up to the top. So really push those shoulders up, really stretch through the whole body. Now we're stretched off again, we're going to go through our 3 exercises. So, star jumps. Bring your feet and hands in together, out and in. This time, if you want, we're going to make this one a little bit harder. So when we jump out, we're going to go up in the air, we're going to go out and in before we land. So, out and in, out and in. So 10 of those and then we're done for this exercise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, second exercise, high knees, really getting our legs and hands moving. We're going to increase the pace a little bit now, so we're a little bit warm, ready to go. So really move those arms, move those legs. Okay, we're going to go 5 fast seconds now. 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great. Now we're going to go back to our jumping. So hands back on your hips, jumping up high as you can. Again, make this one a little bit harder. So you go on one leg, hop in. Remember, try and land on that same leg. Try not to fall over. Okay, so 5 jumps on the other leg, then we're done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, great. That's us done for our warm. The next little bit we're going to do is some skills. Okay, so we should all be nice and warm from the little exercises and stretches we've just done. Now what we're going to do, we're going to look at using some skills. Because we don't all have equipment, I have a rugby ball here, but we might not all have a rugby ball at home, so we're just going to try and show you a range of activities or exercises or skills that you can do at home with equipment that you have. So I've just got a rugby ball, a shoe, a pillow, and then a toilet roll. So it's literally anything that you could get in your hands just to replicate a rugby ball, just so that you can practice the skill. With these skills, we're going to do 4 things, and we're going to do about 30 seconds of each. Okay, so we're going to start with the toilet roll first, and our first little exercise, we're going to stand up, feet nice and wide, and then with a figure of 8, we're going to pass the toilet roll coming around and through the legs. Okay, so we should be able to do it without looking at the toilet roll, moving that around. Okay, so just round and round like a figure of 8. If we show you with a rugby ball, what it should look like is that. So once you've got it down and once you can go through that pattern of 8, then you're going to look to speed it up and go a little bit faster. Again, you should be able to do it with any sort of equipment similar to what you have at home. It's actually harder with the pillow than it is with the rugby ball, so that's just testing your ball handling skills. Another great little skill that we're going to do is called the pitter patter. So you're going to hold it out in between your hands there. You're just going to pitter patter in between your hands. So just back and forth. There you go, a drop, and you're going to keep moving it around, up and down. So up above your head, back down to the middle. Again, pillow quite hard, toilet roll a little bit easier because it's a little bit smaller. So you're just going to try and go in between your hands there, just back and forth. So that's the second exercise. Third one is what I call the clap game, and we'll use the shoe for this. So all you've got to do is you've got to throw it up and clap before you catch it. Nice and easy, so that's 1. Okay, so just start with 1 clap in between. Once you start to find it a little bit easier, you're going to go up for the clap. So we're going to go for 2. So you're going to throw it up, 1, 2, catch. Throw it up, 1, 2, catch. Throw it up, 1, 2, catch. Obviously be careful if you're throwing things around your house. I don't want to hit the light that's above my head. So we're going to stop that one now. And then the last exercise, again, similar to in between our legs. We're going to stand up, we're going to use the rugby ball and just around our waist. Okay? This one's a bit hard because you obviously can't see it when it's behind your back when you transfer it to the other hand. So what you've got to do is you've got to make sure you get a nice strong grip of it, spread your hand out wide, grab it nice and tight all the way around. Once you think you can do it well, then you're going to look to speed it up and see how fast you can do it. Now we've practiced all 4, we're going to go back through again, 30 seconds, and see if we can make them a little bit harder. Okay, so we're going to start with the toilet roll, back through the figure of 8 through our legs. So around our legs like this. See if we can do it looking up, looking forwards without looking down at what we're using. Nice and fast. How fast can we get that ball or toilet roll moving around? 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Next one, back to the pitter patter. Again, nice and hard, in between your hands, trying to keep it under control, moving it around all the time, going down, moving it up as well. If you are struggling, just take your time, slow it down, and reset. Okay? If you are finding it a little bit easier, try and move it faster. Okay? Now we've done that one. Back round onto the rugby ball, clap game this time. So throwing it up, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you see how many you can do in a row, or you can see how many claps you can do before you catch it. So 2, that was 3, 4. Oh, so 5, but drop so it doesn't count. Then onto the last one with the shoe, standing up around our waist, moving that nice and fast. Really get it going around the waist as fast as you can. And about 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. Now that we've practiced our skills, we've had a go with different equipment, had a go at different skills, different patterns. What we're going to do now is we're going to make a challenge. So those skills we've just practiced, we're going to make a challenge. I'm going to use the rugby ball for my challenge, but it doesn't matter what you use. So I'm going to do 10 of each exercise and see how fast I can do it. So I'm going to do 10 pitter patters, 10 circles of 8 through my legs, 10 clap catches, and then 10 around my waist. What I want you to do is I want you to try and do it at home, see how fast you can do it, and then put your time in the comments below. Okay? So we're going to start with 10 pitter patters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Then 10 through our legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 clap catches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 around my waist to finish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that's me done. And again, I want to see how fast you can do it. Give me the time that you can do. What we're going to look to do now is we're going to look to increase our heart rate, do a little bit more exercise. So we're going to get tired, our heart rate's going to be beating nice and fast, and we're going to be breathing nice and heavy. Okay, so I've got out a little yoga mat for me here, and I've got my rugby ball. So since we've been practicing rugby, we've done some skills, we're now going to do exercise with the rugby ball, or whatever equipment you're using with the rugby ball instead. So we're going to do what's called a circuit. We're going to take 4 exercises, and we're going to take turns at doing each of those 4 exercises. When you're doing your circuit, you can do it as many times as you want, but we're just going to do it twice at the minute. I'm going to show you what they are. Okay, so the first exercise we're going to do is a lunge. Starting at the back of our mat, both feet together, you're going to take a step forwards, drop this back knee down to the ground and back up. So that's 1. I'm going to swap, back up. So step forwards, drop your knee down and back up. I want it to be nice and smooth movement, taking that step forwards and dropping the knee down. Now, just get that rugby ball, hold it in your hands and carry on with your lunges. So just holding that ball in 2 hands out in front of your chest, taking those steps. So this one should be working the quads, so this bit of the leg here, as you push up. It's also going to work your balance. Now we're going to try our skills and our balance at the same time. So when we take a step and go down, we go under the leg, back up to the middle. Then we're going to go back down, under, back to the middle. Okay, so we're going to do a couple of those. As we take the lunge, get the ball all the way through the leg, back into the middle. Remember, we want to try and make these nice and fluid. We want to get our heart rate going. So take a step, get our ball back round and back up. What we'll do is we'll do 3 more each side, and then we're done, and we'll move on to the next exercise. So there's 1, that's 2, 3, 4, just 2 more left, 5, and 6. Great. Our next exercise is what we call an inch work. Stand at the back again, hands down on the ground, and you're just going to move your hands forward an inch at a time until you're down into a press up position here. Then you're going to walk all the way back up again. Okay, so this one's going to work your shoulders, make them burn. Really using those muscles. And it's going to stretch your hamstrings to the back of your legs. When you're in this position here, that's when it's going to hurt your hamstrings. Okay, that's a nice stretch. We're going to put the ball in front of us here. Every time we move our hand, we're going to roll the ball just a little bit before. Okay, so hands down on the ground, roll that ball and down. Roll the ball, then put your hand down. So down till we're in that press up position and then back again. We're really taking our time. We're not trying to rush. We're trying to work our shoulders and our hamstrings. We should be getting warm, we should be getting sweaty, we should be getting out of breath. Just one more of these. So hands down, roll that ball a little bit. Making sure that we're nice and balanced, okay? If you're going really fast but falling over, then you're not quite doing it right. We want you to go nice and slow, take your time, look after yourself and the rugby ball, okay? Now, third exercise is we're going to do a little bit of what's called a squat push. Start with the ball on the ground, you're going to bend your legs down, pick the ball up, bring it up above your head and then back down. Touch it on the ground every time, like you're scoring a try in rugby. So nice and easy, up in the air, then down. So this one's not too hard, it's not a nice slow one, it's a fast one. So you go down, up, nice and fast, really working those leg muscles, okay? We're gonna do 10 of these, then we'll move on to the last one, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, again, this last one, nice quick pace. We're gonna put the ball in the middle, and just like a little bit of a speed band, we're gonna move sideways over the ball. So every time, we're trying to jump with our 2 feet together, over the ball. That's the aim. If it's hard, step over. If you need to, just jump, then turn. If you want to make it nice and fast, face forwards and sideways over the ball. So 10 of these, then we'll go back through. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, there are 4 exercises. Now we're going to put them in a circuit. So we're going to do all 4, one exercise, straight into the next one. So remember, back to our first exercise, which was the lunges. So we're going to do 10 lunges, 5 each leg. Don't forget to get that ball all the way through the leg. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 3 inchworms now, so ball, hands down, rolling that ball, keep it nice and steady. Okay, down in press up position and back up. There we go. Once you've done your inchworm, then right back up and then back into it. Really gentle, making sure our hands are nice and set on the floor every time. Remember, we're working our muscles, but our balance as well. We don't want to be falling all over the place because then we're not looking after ourselves. 1 more inchworm to go. Exercises, now we're going to put them in a circuit. So we're going to do all 4, one exercise, straight into the next one. So remember, back to our first exercise, which was the lunges. So we're going to do 10 lunges, 5 each leg. Don't forget to get that ball all the way through the leg. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 3 inchworms now, so ball, hands down, rolling that ball, keep it nice and steady. Okay, down in press up position and back up. There we go. Once you've done your inchworm, so right back up and then back into it. Really gentle, making sure our hands are nice and set on the floor every time. Remember, we're working our muscles, but our balance as well. We don't want to be falling all over the place because then we're not looking after ourselves. 1 more inchworm to go. Don't forget to keep breathing as you're going in through these exercises. We're going to try and breathe in through our nose and out through our mouth. Okay, there we go. Done. So now we're onto our squat pushes. So I'm going to do 30 tries. There's 1, 2, 3, nice and fast. 4, 5, don't forget to get that ball all the way up to the sky, 7, 8, 9, 10, only 20 more, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, last 10, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay, brilliant. On to our last one, which is the speed bounces. So we're going to do 20 speed bounces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure we're getting up and over that ball every time. Really clearing it. We don't want to be tripping over. We don't want to be falling over. Okay, that's about 10 to 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, that's our little circuit done. Again, if you want, you can do that circuit as many times as you want in a row. I know for me, I'm nice and tired. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do some stretches. The aim of these stretches is to calm ourselves down now. We want our heart rate to go slower. We want our breathing to calm down. And we want to get back to how we were before we started exercising. Okay, so again, we are going to use our rugby ball. Okay, so we're going to start flat on our knees. We're going to bring up as high as we can in front of us. I'm going to breathe in through our nose for 3 seconds, then out through our mouth for 3 seconds. So, 2, 3, and out. I'm going to bring the ball, push it forwards, and breathe again. 1, 2, 3, and out. 1, 2, 3. Okay. If you need to, repeat those stretches a couple of times. You can move on to the next one. So we're going to stand up, just like we were in our lunges. We're going to take 1 step forward. We'll put our knee on the ground this time. Okay. Put our knee on the ground, and we're just going to turn to one side, and then to the other. And again. Remember, we're focusing on that rugby ball, keeping it in 2 hands. This is still our rugby session, even though it's the cool down, it's part of our rugby. So we're going to swap legs and do a couple more turns. It's really important to do a cool down, gets our body nice and rested, but it also helps us recover from our session. So if, like me, nice and tired and a bit sweaty, our muscles are going to recover better by cooling down. If you don't cool down, your muscles won't recover, they'll become nice and tight, and when you try and exercise again, they're going to break, and we don't want that. Okay, so that's the end of our stretches, and that's the end of our 4 sections now. So we did our warm-up, we did our skills, we did our circuit with the ball and with some skills, and then just a couple of stretches, a nice slow cool down, ready to go and do whatever's next. For me, it's to go and have some tea. Okay, thank you for joining me. And again, don't forget, if you did do that skills circuit, put a time in the comments below and we'll have a little competition to see who can win. All right, thanks guys, bye.